Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I wanted to do my makeup and I'm going to be reviewing, well, I'm going to be using a new palette on camera. I asked you guys on my Instagram stories. I'll leave my Instagram linked down in the description bar down below. It's all Twitter, Instagram, TikTok is all at Ari and the Glam. So I asked you guys on my Instagram stories what video you guys wanted to see first, or what video you wanted me to do next, and it was either between the Coca-Cola X Morphe or the Cara Beauty Beach Days. Now at the end when I saw the poll, the Coca-Cola collaboration had won. I've tried filming the Coca-Cola review before and this is what it looks like, and then when you open it up, of course the little sheet fell, so when you open it up this is what these shades look like. It's a stunning palette with cool tones and neutrals and it's really great. So yeah, I mean, is it like groundbreaking? No, not really. It's just another like really pretty palette with neutrals and like 2 pops of red. But I personally love Coke. I have 2 Cokes behind me that I probably have to move out of the way because it ruins the aesthetic. Yeah, definitely drink water, but Coke is nice from time to time. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. Of course, before we jump into today's video, make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications so that way you guys are always up to date on when I upload, and make sure that before you leave you give this video a thumbs up as it helps me a lot and I really appreciate it. So first off, I'm going to start off with the Anastasia eye primer. You guys already know this is my favorite eye primer. At the moment, this is just the one that I'm using, so I'm going to be applying a pretty good amount, but not to the point where it's gonna, like, you know, overflow my lids. So I'm just trying to maneuver the primer because I use this to clean up my eyebrows and sometimes it dries down pretty quickly. So I'm gonna take this E122 brush from Miss A and just do the primer. I might skip this part. I was really intrigued, and like I said, I'm a really big fan of Coke. I just was super pumped about this collection, so that's why I decided to purchase it. I don't really know what I want to do for today's look. I did want to incorporate a lot of the reds, but I might, I don't know what kind of look I want to do. These are neutrals, which is fine, but then you have your darker neutrals at the bottom. This middle row is a little wonky. You do have the reds, but instead of putting a glitter in here, I would have really appreciated a burgundy to really be able to deepen up the look. So that's something I noticed the first time that I was playing around with this palette, that there wasn't a lot of like really deep shades. And then there's the dark brown, which is fine, but it's like a dark brown and I'm just like, do I want to put a dark brown and like blend it out with the red? Like that just seems kind of weird. But I'm gonna go ahead and just make sure that I don't have any creasing, and I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in. So now that you guys are in closely, I'm just going to make sure that my primer hasn't creased, and I'm gonna take an angled brush and just go a little bit above my crease and almost put this as a guide. Now that I've gotten this shape out, the reason I have to do it so above like my natural crease is because I have hooded eyes. So I also have this like wrinkle in my eyelid, so if I put it there you're not going to be able to see the whole definition, which is why I have to put it a little bit on top. So I'm going to take this small little brush and I'm going to use a mixture of the shade right next to that dark brown and just kind of use it to blend a little bit. Like just a little bit. And then taking a pencil brush, I'm going to take a little bit more of that dark brown and just blend it kind of higher to where I want that definition. I wouldn't recommend going too low of that line because it just helps whenever you're going to conceal to be able to see it. So I'm just taking my pencil brush and then just kind of going on top of that. And then taking that brush again, I'm just going to take the lighter shade. It's like a light brown, and I'm just going to kind of use that to really try to create like a gradient. You always want to make sure that you're blending. That's like the most important tip. So just focusing on blending. With a small like lid brush, just add more primer, or I can clean it up with micellar water. So I'm going to be applying a little bit more primer to the top of my lid. Okay, so once I've gotten that down, once I've added the primer, I'm going to take a small little dawn brush and almost like blend the primer out. The reason I like to do this is because I don't want to have too much product buildup, and it's just really nice to have something that's going to help you achieve like that blend. So this just kind of blends out everything for you. I'm going to take that cream shade and just pat it onto my lid just to set the primer. Now you guys know I don't normally ever set, but since I'm not going to go in with anything on top of it, I'm just going to set it. Okay, so now I would use micellar water to kind of clean it up, and it's going to look perfectly fine once I have concealer on. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the look. Now, if you do want to intensify that dark brown just a little bit more, you can take that same angled brush that we used and then just press it along the line in case you feel like you kind of lost it. You can totally go back in and add a little bit more. And then just taking that same pencil brush and using that to blend it. And there you go. So for me and my lid space, this is the most that I can do. I'm gonna add that little piece of paper, whatever, and I'm going to take that red tone shade in the center and then just press it on the outer corner. So if you don't have like red liner and you'd like to do this, it's the easiest way to, and I elongated a lot because I just felt like why not. Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave it like that for now, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera once I apply my lashes and stuff. If I change anything, I'll definitely be back, but for right now I'm just gonna go ahead, do the other eye off camera, and I'll be right back. And so off camera, I just added some white liner along the crease. I kind of messed it up on this side, but it's whatever. It's too late to go back and redo it. Once the liner dries, I pretty much can't do anything about it. But yeah, I kind of made it too thick. This one is a way better than this size, so it is what it is. I just gotta rest this, like, my hand a little bit better next time, so that way I can get really precise. My hand is a little shaky. It is what it is. Alright, so now I'm going to do my base. For the actual palette, like I said, I really do like it. The times that I've used it, I really do enjoy the palette. So if it's a palette that you definitely want to get for the formula, not just as a collectible, I definitely recommend it. So that's it for the palette right now. We're going to go ahead and move on to the base. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to use this Touch in Sol Glassy Skin Balm, and this came in the BoxyCharm last month, I believe, for the month of June. So yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for the first sneak peek that they released this month. It looks like it's gonna be a good box. So I'm gonna be adding that moisturizer all over my skin, and I've used it just a few times. It does have a fragrance, but it's honestly so moisturizing, and I don't know, I really like how it makes my skin look. It makes it look very dewy and, you know, very nice. So quick little update. So I know that the whole, like, not the beauty community, but there's just been like a lot of drama all over on the internet. I don't really focus on that because, like, we all have different opinions, and you know, I'm not someone that's gonna tell you what to do, but I personally have decided that I'm going to step back and not purchase from certain brands anymore because I don't want to support them or what they're doing. So that's my take on that. I'm not gonna really elaborate too much on there, but I'm pretty sure you guys already know what I'm talking about. If you don't even mind it. But yeah, so pretty much all I've been doing recently has been really just like trying to get rid of anything that I don't need, going through my makeup collection. With these whole videos that I've done, like my eyeshadow palette collection, I've done a lot of decluttering. What I find is fine for decluttering, you know, a lot of other people have different opinions on what I declutter and tell me like that's not even decluttering anything. It is what it is. To me, getting rid of even one palette in your whole eyeshadow palette collection video is a declutter. Like, you're getting rid of it, you're gonna do something else with it, so it's a declutter even if you get rid of less than maybe what people were expecting you to. And the reason I put declutter is because I want you guys to be able to see, like, okay, it's not just strictly an eyeshadow palette video. I'm gonna kind of review the palette, see if it's like necessary to my collection or if I still really like it, and then go from there. So yeah, with doing the collection videos, it's really like made me want to organize my makeup so that way I can really like use all of it. It's made me really inspired. Like, I know that when I made my first eyeshadow palette video, like, I've made a couple on my channel, but the one that really blew up, that you guys have found me from, that first video, I've gotten rid of a lot of palettes there, but I did get a lot of comments of people saying, like, you have so many palettes, like, you should totally like do a review or just like show us your favorites or tell us like what's the best and all that stuff. So I've definitely wanted to do videos like that. It's not that I haven't or that I don't read your comments and take them into consideration, but for the time that I have, especially being a mom now, I can't always just like sit down and review something, even if I want to. Like, if this was my job, which, you know, we never know if this can be my full-time job in the future, but for now I do have to work a full-time job, and it's not like my full-time job. Like, YouTube isn't my full-time job. It's something that I do because I really like it. I really like filming, and I like doing my makeup, and I like being able to get people to try new makeup. Like, you know, a lot of you guys always tell me that I've helped you get a palette or you bought a palette because of me. So I've done a lot. Well, I've basically been buying like some organizers, and I definitely want to buy, like I said, an IKEA Alex drawer, like the long one, like the big one. Unfortunately, I've tried to see if I can just like order it and then like pick it up at the store, but it doesn't let me. They want me to go to the store. I just can't go to the store like at the moment, which is why I'm like, can you just like let me pay for it and then I'll go pick it up like when I get the chance. And then it's also like I have to assemble it and stuff like that. So yeah, but I've pretty much been trying to organize my makeup so I can like see it a lot better, and so I know that I'm using everything in my collection, because like obviously I do buy a lot of makeup and it's not like I just want it to sit there. Like I want to be able to use it. There's a lot of palettes that I haven't used yet and I definitely want to. So what was my point in all that rambling? But yeah, so with that being said, the reason I'm telling you guys, there is a point. So the reason I'm saying this is because I bought a new lipstick organizer. Like I bought a little cosmetic organizer from Ross. I honestly wish they had another one because I really do like how the organizer ended up working out for myself. So I wish there was one more at my local Ross, but the one I saw was only one. Like I said, it's really cute and it has helped me put my lipsticks in a new setup, which is nice because now I get to see like all my lip colors. And now I have an extra drawer that is perfect for more palettes that I had in my closet that I can move into my actual like vanity, I guess you can call it, because it's a dresser, but this is where I do my makeup, so I'm gonna call it a vanity. But yeah, so I can do an eyeshadow collection part 7. I'm not sure if you guys want me to do an updated version, like once I do upgrade my storage. I don't plan on getting rid of this dresser because it's so spacious and like I really do like it. The only thing I don't like is that when I film, like I obviously can't scoot in and like put my knees like how a normal like vanity would have been, because like I said, it's a dresser. But you know, it's little things that I have to deal with. I have always wanted a vanity, but I hope to get one like later on and then keep this dresser. The dresser that I have though, it has like the paint has rubbed off of some parts because like I mess everything up that I own. But I definitely do want to see if I can repaint it. If not, if I can spray paint it like once I move out, so that way it doesn't look like the way that it looks like right now. So yeah, there's a lot of exciting things about like having a lot of makeup storage, because like I said, now I have my palettes kind of near me, like the palettes that I had in my closet. I still do have some that are inside, but they're just bigger palettes that like, you know, I can't really do much with. Like they're just really big. There's some palettes that just have like really bulky packaging. You guys have asked me if part 6 was my last one, and at the time I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna take a break. But once I get a couple more reviews out, if you guys still want me to continue my collection series, I know a lot of you guys have even asked me, this is like the first time I've ever seen you guys like request it, is that you guys want to see like how I organize my makeup and like how I I guess like my filming setup. Not really my filming setup, but just like my makeup organization, which is like technically where I film. So yeah, I'm really wanting to do that. I'm gonna see and wait out for a couple things to happen, and if I can get that IKEA drawer sooner, then I'll definitely update you guys. The only thing I'm kind of worried about is because where I would put the IKEA drawer, I do have my ring light, I keep my little camera, and I also have my trash bin. So yeah, like my room isn't super big. I try to make the most out of the space that I have, but because it is like, you know, 3 people in here, I also have to be logical of where I'm placing stuff. So yeah, but if I can make it work, I definitely will, and I'll update you guys. With my camera, it won't be that much of a problem. If I do get that drawer, I'll probably end up getting rid of another little drawer that I have inside of my closet, and I'll end up kind of rearranging some things in there, because like that drawer I pretty much just kept because that's where I can place my palettes for the time being. So yeah, alright, so I'm filming this on the weekend of July 4th, by the way, but this is not going to be a July 4th inspired makeup. I just know that I wanted to use the red, so it might look like that, and I have eyeliner, so. Alright, so now I'm going to set my face. So I have been using a new setting powder. The last time that I'm pretty sure you guys saw me using Milani, I used the Wet n Wild one. Right now I'm using the Dermablend Illuminating Banana Powder. I also have another drawer, but I don't know if you guys want to see that one. It's pretty much where I keep my lashes, like a lot of my skincare and like tools that I use on a daily basis. Like, you know, it's where I keep like my comb, like my hair comb, and just stuff like that. I did do a video where I kind of filmed it, but I'm like, no. I kind of scratched it because I was like, no, it just doesn't look pretty enough. And now that like I have my little lipstick drawer and I have more space, I'm very happy about that. I still have some organizing to do and some things to figure out, but it's pretty good. So I've been using this Dermablend Illuminating Banana Powder, and I did have the original just like translucent one, but then I was like, you know what, I feel like that's a little bit too light, so I decided to get this one. So I'm basically just going to take my e.l.f. sponge, and that's the sponge that I'm using, by the way. I highly recommend it if you guys are in store for a new sponge. It's super bouncy. I really like it. I wash it with just like Dawn soap, but it's really good. So I'm going to set my smile lines, and what I'm doing is I'm basically getting the powder, but if I pick up too much, I dab it like on the back of my hand, and then I'll go in on my face because I don't want to add too much. I do have dry skin, so it can get cakey very quickly, and I just want to make sure I'm dispersing it nicely all over my face rather than just like having it be all caked up. Now that I've set my face with translucent powder, I actually really do like that powder. I feel like it looks pretty nice. So I'm going in with this stipple brush, picking up a little bit of the powder and just kind of dusting it. I want to make sure that there's not a lot of product on my face. So I'm just going to see it. I kind of dusted something on there. So now that I'm pretty much done with my, I'm going to take a little bit of this setting spray. It's primer water, but just gonna add a little bit. I want something to refresh my face. So now I can work on my lower lash line, I guess. So for my lower lash line, I'm going to add just a little bit of the red. When I say a little, I mean a little, because I always go overboard with my lower lash line and I freaking ruins my entire makeup. That's kind of why I had to refilm this video, because yeah, girls, it was a mess. So I'm gonna take that red shade, just applying it a little bit on the outer part. I'm gonna keep it halfway. I want to keep the eyes very open. I'm not gonna focus on putting it too much into my inner corner. I just want to keep it on the outer part. Okay guys, so I pretty much just added a little bit of highlighter, bronzer, and blush. For bronzer, I use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. For the blush, I use the Romantic Rose. And now that I'm seeing it, I see that I made one a little bit more higher and then one a little bit more round. I personally really like how this one came out. I feel like I made it a little bit too, but this one, I mean, I feel like if I didn't mess up the eyeliner, it would have been fine. But okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some falsies now. I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with MAC Cork lip liner. Okay, so once I line my lips, I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of Taunt liquid lipstick. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and found something helpful. I really do think that the palette is really pretty and I really do like it. I enjoyed the formula of the palette. Like, it's really good. Basic, like, it's not hard to blend, it's not hard to build up. You know, it's like the classic Morphe eyeshadows, and I really do like the palette. So it does retail for $20. If any of you, $20? No, $22. And the brush set retails for $25. The sponges retails for $15, and I believe the highlighters are like $10. But there is like a full collection. I did also pick up the makeup brushes, but I feel like I'll just use them individually. I can't use them all for like one look. I just like being able to use all of my brushes. So yeah, but the palette is actually really good. So I highly recommend it if you guys are in store for the palette. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you guys are always up to date on when I upload. And definitely let me know in the comments down below what you guys want to see next from me, or if you guys are interested in me continuing like my collection series and showing you guys how I'm organizing all of my makeup with limited space, if you guys are like on the same boat. So thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video, and I'll see you guys all in my next one. Bye.